This video I'm a little upset to be making. Another YouTuber has taken their life. Their username on this website was makeupobsessions2921, and she basically just did makeup tutorial videos. The reason why I'm upset to be making this video is that these incidences are increasing in prevalence on this website. They're increasing in quantity a lot, and a lot of the questions for me that it raises is, where the fuck are the parents? At all. How the fuck is it that somebody's YouTube video can get 25,000, as I'm seeing right here, something views, and yet you people live in the same goddamn house as these kids and you don't know that there's a problem with them? Now, I know that in depression, a lot of people, they'll shut themselves down, they'll shut themselves away from anyone, and they'll close up and pretend like nothing's wrong. But you're their fucking parents! How can you not know something's going on? How can you be so ignorant to what's happening in your own environment that you don't say that, you know what, my daughter has depression, maybe we should do something. Now, in this case, they did do something, and that was put her on fucking Prozac. A drug notorious for pushing people to suicide. It's just as bad as fucking Zoloft. You know, there have been murder cases linked to people that were on Prozac, and that there has been deliberation about, have those people not been on Prozac, would they have committed these murders, or would they have committed suicide? Now, I'm not going to 100% blame the parents. These people are grieving. Their daughter's gone. They're going through an unbelievable amount of heartache and just stress and grief and trauma right now. I'm not going to be that asshole. But for me, that just raises too many questions. Why has society and people in general, why have they become so stagnant that they just don't seem to give that much of a shit until the deed is done about these things? You know, this isn't a bullying incident at all. She didn't kill herself over bullies. She didn't kill herself for attention. She killed herself out of isolation and issues with depression. Now, if you, out there in the viewing audience, have ever felt this way, there are numbers you can call down below that you can get some resources to get help. It's not always easy. You know, not a lot of people, they want to go and sit in an office and talk to some stooge about how you're feeling, because that's always an uncomfortable experience. But if you feel that you need the help, then you need to get the help. And the help will only work if you embrace it and you put it 100% towards getting better. Depression is not a curable, hand quotes there, thing. It's a bitch. I've struggled with it. I know too many people throughout their lives who have struggled with it. And they still continue to do so even to this day. But it is treatable. It just breaks my heart to see so many of these young people take their lives because most people just don't seem to give a shit until it's too late. And more so, it's a commentary on the world. The act of it itself is almost a commentary on the world that we live in, where it's become so geared toward stagnancy and just not doing anything and making people feel worthless to the point to where they're just executing themselves because they just want to exit. They're like, you know what? Fuck this. My brain's beating me up too much about this. Everybody else is beating me up too much about this. What the fuck is the point? The point is that nothing is as bad as it seems, as long as you don't want to make it that way. A lot of times people can pressure themselves to have what's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you dwell on the negative too much, you make the negative your reality. Now, I know that they tell this to down on their luck, drunks and Alcoholics Anonymous and shit, but in reality, that really does happen. For example, back in Las Vegas, I was stressing out about everything to the point to where my stresses were becoming my reality because I was subconsciously bringing them to relevance in my life without even thinking about it. And that's just not a good way to live. So like I said, if you're feeling suicidal, if you're feeling depressed, if you feel like you can't trust any of your friends or your parents or your other family members or anything like that, just check out the numbers in the bottom of the description box here, and you'll have some resources that you can utilize. You should take advantage of those if you're feeling that way. They can help you. They're there to help you. Anyway, rest in peace to this girl, and my condolences to her family and friends. And until next time, I'm someguy827.